Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. Please make sure to keep subscribing to the channel and like the videos. Let's dive into what I have for you today. So, over the weekend, I have learned that the Ravens have rumored, this is just a rumor, that they've offered Isaiah Likely a deal. Whether or not he has accepted it, whether or not he has denied it, has not been confirmed, and it's up in the air on whether or not this deal is true, but we're going to address this. Rumor is that they offered Isaiah Likely a deal very similar to the one they offered Mark Andrews when they first extended him for $13 million annually per year. Does Isaiah Likely deserve a deal like this? Heck yeah, he deserves a deal like this. Whether it's true or not the Ravens have offered him that, it's up in the air. Whether or not he will accept it or deny it is up in the air. But I feel like that he add $2 more per year annually to that. Let's give him $15 million annually per year for that, because let's be honest here, Isaiah Likely, phenomenal player. We can't put him in the same box as Mark Andrews just yet, because again, he is still technically tight end number 2. That could change this year. I've said it before. It probably will change where Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely share the load as tight end number 1, because both of them have such great chemistry with Lamar Jackson. Again, I don't know if this rumor is true on whether or not the Ravens have offered a deal such as this, and whether or not that Isaiah Likely has accepted this deal or denied this deal, or they're just waiting it out to see what, if the Ravens are willing to offer a little bit more. But again, we're addressing it, and I believe that Isaiah Likely is so worthy of a deal like this. He absolutely deserves the equal amount of money or more than Mark Andrews got when he first came into the league and got a contract extension from the Ravens. Moving on, so 3 players on ice heading into training camp. One is David Ajabo. The second is Nick Samick. Third is Rasheen Ali. We're going to go into all 3 of them on why they are on ice heading into the training camp. We're going to start with the third, Rasheen Ali. I feel kind of bad for him because he is on a team that is overcrowded with running backs. You got Derrick Henry, you got Justice Hill, you got a 100% healthy Keaton Mitchell coming back. So it's kind of a little bit crowded in terms of how much depth the Ravens have at running back. And when he did play, he had some moments, but again, he is competing against the likes of, Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell. All of them know the Ravens system a lot better than Rasheen Ali does. I feel like that Rasheen Ali is being put into a bad kind of position for himself, to where he has to compete with what is already confirmed, the running back 1, 2, and 3 of the Ravens. But again, I think that the Ravens will keep Ali in a sense of a practice squad elevation. When they do need him, he'll be demoted to the practice squad or signed back on to the practice squad, and that's where he will remain, and he will be elevated if it is ever, necessary for him to be on the roster for a game. The second one, Nick Samick, another one I feel bad for. He is the backup center behind Tyler Linderbaum. He never got a snap in the regular season or in the playoffs last season. Not even when the Ravens were up by gosh knows how many, and it was just those garbage snaps that they get when they bring in the backups and the backups get some reps in. He wasn't even under center for any of those. I feel kind of bad for him. But I also feel like that the Ravens are still going to keep him in a sense of he is a Pro Bowl center formerly, and also it's better to be safe than sorry in a sense of, if, knock on wood, Tyler Linderbaum does suffer an injury, we have Nick Samick waiting in the wings to take over that position until Linderbaum comes back. I am just saying this as a precautionary measure, that I think the Ravens should definitely have someone under center just in case of any injuries that do happen. Mind you, they're rare when it comes to the center position, but they can still happen. He also didn't get any snaps last season, which is not against him and not his fault. But again, I feel like that Samick will also be a practice squad elevation. If anything, I think the Ravens should definitely keep him just in case of any injuries that do happen. Third, well, the first and third one. First one is and last one is David Ajabo. I don't think David Ajabo is going to be a Raven for much longer. I think the Ravens are going to be looking for some type of trade they can get with him, or something along the lines of like, they're going to release him. Maybe he'll. I don't not think he'll go to the practice squad, but I think David Ajabo's time as a Raven is coming to an end. Pending anything happens with training camp where he just absolutely blows all the coaches out of the water and really shines this training camp, I don't think that's going to happen. I think that we're going to see the end of David Ajabo as a Raven, which is a shame because he had so much promise coming out of college. Then, unfortunately, had that injury during the combine, and it's just one of those things that it's just really unfortunate. And just looking at it right now, it's just awful to see, and I wish him all the best in case anything does happen. Moving on here, so the Ravens and the Lions have been looking for, like rumored to be working on a trade for the Lions star linebacker Alex Anzalone, and the Ravens will be looking to trade Trenton Simpson. I don't think this rumor is true, but again, Alex Anzalone has like a level of veteran status under his belt. He is one of the Lions' top linebackers, and the Ravens looking for a top linebacker that can be next to Roquan Smith, that can really work with you know the work up to speed with Zach Orr's defense, and be able to compete at such a level where Roquan Smith doesn't have to watch him as much. I'm not saying that's going to be Trenton Simpson, because again, we still have training camp coming up, so we'll have to see. And John Harbaugh did say that Trenton Simpson would be starting, but at the end of the day, the NFL is a business. If the Ravens want to win a Super Bowl and this is the route they go, I would not be that completely surprised. Do I believe it's going to happen? No, I think the Lions are going to want something more than just Trenton Simpson for a trade with Alex Anzalone. But again, we're addressing this trade rumor. I think, if anything, if this were to pick up speed, I think the Ravens would offer a third or fourth round pick alongside Trenton Simpson. Mind you, Trenton Simpson is young. Lions probably would like some younger depth there on their defense, because again, the Lions defense was decimated last season. Decimated. They were relying on a lot of different players last season, and it was rough. But anyway, we're adjusting this rumor, and we'll see what happens. Again, don't think it's going to happen, but we're addressing it. Lastly, so Ravens and Bills are also another trade rumor picking up. Mind you, I don't think the Bills are ever going to trade with the Ravens right now, especially, with that intense get back game that what the Ravens always want. So I don't think this is happening at all. I believe that the Ravens and the Bills are there's just too much, mind you, they have some respect in the front office and the coaching area, but the teams, it's like if the Bills and the Chiefs were ever to trade again, they're never going to do that again. I don't think they would ever do that after giving after the Bills gave the Chiefs their one of their first round picks last season, and the Chiefs got Xavier Worthy, which I think was the dumbest decision by the Bills. But again, I don't think this trade's going to happen. But the Ravens are looking at Bills linebacker Shaq Thompson for a possible trade candidate. I think this is a great idea because, again, Shaq Thompson has some experience as an NFL player. I think he would be great as a Baltimore Raven. I 100% believe that he would adapt to Zach Orr's defense perfectly and be a huge part of that Ravens defense next to Roquan. Again, like I said earlier, Roquan wouldn't have to watch him as much because Thompson has some experience under his belt to the point where, Roquan wouldn't have to worry about him and worry about, have that second coverage with Thompson next to him, because Thompson has that experience. But again, we're addressing the rumor. I don't think this is going to happen because the Bills and the Ravens are probably never going to trade with each other as of right now. But we're addressing it. Thank you for tuning into Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, please make sure to keep subscribing to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later. Have a good one.